Okay, everybody should be able to hear me.
Yes, sir. I can't hear you.
How about Ladusha? Can we hear you?
I don't. Here
Oh.
we go.
Okay, great.
Alright. Can you hear me? So, a mic sounds nice. Check one.
Right. Mic check.
Yeah.
1 2 1
Are
2.
you ready?
Okay. Now I'm going to start the pre-show. The pre-show is sort of like what musicians do when they do a sound check.
Okay.
We have to make sure everything is working properly before we actually go on the air. But the people on Facebook and YouTube will be able to see the pre-show. So don't say anything that you regret.
Started now.
And you following the exact questions from the...
A little bit of free for all, but those questions that I did have in email, I will be asking you guys directly. I think during conversation, I'll probably have a few random questions, but nothing too big like the ones that I included in email.
That's good.
Okay, now.
My phone keeps going black.
Mine's down there.
Now, if you need more volume,
Mm-hmm.
you're orange, so you can fool with that button until you get it the way you like it. And you are yellow,
Okay.
so you can fool with that button.
Alrighty. I think I got to hear me good. Anything else that might scare me.
You are blue, so you
Let's
can
see.
fool with that.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
One, yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, you don't have to go that close. You could zoom out a little bit.
Yeah.
For real. So I ain't get my hair done, so it's kind of whack.
Yeah, you could zoom out a little bit if you don't
Oh,
mind.
you look good that way. You got the hot seat. Come over here.
You giving me shy. Like what?
No, I got a method to the madness.
Oh, yeah. Like
Yeah.
the paper right there, right? Okay, I ain't gonna be the only one looking down.
Oh, you have to sit over there.
Oh, I do. I was. Hey.
Do you want to sit there?
Yeah. I think I'm comfortable here now. Looking at LaDeja.
Oh, you see, you can't.
I can't?
Because you'll be in the picture.
You right
have
there
to
with?
sit over there.
No. Just when I had my madness together.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh.
Your nerves starting back up. You said?
Thank you. I was just getting comfortable. Thank you, DJ.
Oh, man. But it's not the pre-show, right?
We're in the pre-show.
Oh, hey, pre-show.
Anybody watching, you can say hello to them.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everyone from Wave. Oh, sure. Back that up. Yeah. Take my glass off. Yeah, dim that a little bit.
Okay, so we don't need a fourth camera, do we?
No. Look like we're backstage at the. I mean, we are in the studio, so.
At least your eyebrows on fleek.
Thank you.
Can you say that anymore? Could have did mine.
If I don't do anything else, I'll do the eyebrows.
Mhm,
before
thank
I
you.
work. Thank you.
I came from work. I thought we were just gonna be talking. I ain't thinking about all this face stuff. I just didn't. cold my
They
head.
surprised us.
They did.
Oh, guys.
That was a good surprise.
I was thinking it was gonna be like a waffle, like
Right.
chit chat.
We would have came with the
Thank you.
brand on the shirt.
And I
or
spotted
something.
up, but I'm.
You
I
know
don't
what? I got to do a better job. Learn as you go, you know?
Right.
We all look camera ready, though.
Be ready, guys, because we might be on camera.
Richard, do we call you the director?
Engineer.
Engineer. Studio engineer.
That's another way you can put it. Okay, so we'll put a little title in here. Okay. Is everybody ready to go on the air?
As ready as we'll be.
Okay, now let me reset the timer. Now, on the little button box, you have a number 5 with a circle around it.
Mm-hmm.
When you press that button, look up at the big screen, and when the big screen says you're on the air, you're on the air.
Vin 5?
Not VIN 5. This is 5 with a circle.
Okay.
That's the button. That starts the countdown.
Take a picture.
Okay, so I can put this clamper down?
Yeah, you don't have to use that.
Okay. All right, so just press it when we're ready?
Yes.
All right, sorry. You guys ready? All right. All right. Welcome to Talking Peace with the Western New York Peace Center. I am your host, LaDeja Williams, and I have two amazing guests here. Before we get into introductions, I would like to start with what we always do here at Talking Peace is give land acknowledgments. Our indigenous brothers and sisters, this is something that they are great at doing. I do the best that I can, and so we usually like to start by giving acknowledgement to the things around us, nature, everything from the sun to the water to the air that we breathe, the animals that walk the same land as we do, and so much more. We also like to acknowledge that we are on sacred land, home to the Haudenosaunee, the Seneca Nations, and other tribes as well. So we always want to make sure that we give acknowledgement. Now, get into the best part, and of course I have to give a shout out to our studio engineer, Richard Wicca. We are here at Think Twice Radio. But we have two amazing guests here. So starting off, we have Marilyn Young,
Bless you.
the founder of WAVE, Women Against Violence Everywhere. She's a powerhouse advocate and former chair of Stop the Violence Coalition, with 8 years of proven impact through mentorship and your program that you'll be talking about today, among other things. So thank you. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming today. We also, sharing the hour, have Thomas Chappell here. He is a entrepreneur, community leader, and we spoke about this word. I love it. Architect of change. We are going to be talking about the Paint with a Purpose program that you have out here, where you're pairing the youth with your handiwork and giving services back to our community. Basically taking responsibility for the growth in our youth, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So thank you for coming to the show and welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, no problem. I will also be talking about the Western New York Peace Center's youth program, Camp Peace Prince, where we empower youth to come up with their own theme. This year is democracy. We'll get into a little bit about that later on. But to start the show off, another thing that we always do here is talk about our values around the topic today, which is mentorship. We'll be talking about the investing in the next generation, mobile mentorship, nonprofit milestones, and youth-led democracy, like I said before. But I'll start by saying my value around mentorship, our values around mentorship, mine's, sorry guys, tripped up right there. I think it's something that's needed, even as an adult. I still look for mentorship. I look to my community leaders. Sometimes it's the youth as well that could teach us a little bit of something. And the giving back to the community part, it just reminds me of a word that we call Sankofa. If you guys are familiar with Sankofa, you go
Yes,
back and
ma'am.
fetch. And so we take the things that we learn in life and through services and specialties, skills that we have, and we teach the next, and we help guide them through what they're going through. So what do you guys think about the values? We can go ahead and start with you, Marilyn.
Oh my gosh, the values of mentorship. I always say I value mentorship so much because I was blessed to be, I guess, a partaker of one who was actually mentored by some amazing women in my church. I was adopted at a young age. I had older parents, and who better to help me was these younger women in the church who kind of just like took me under their wings. They just did things that, with my mother being so much older than me, well, she should be, she's my mother, right?
Yeah.
But with her being so much older than an average mom that age, we needed that, what's the word? More peers, more older women that kind of was like in touch with everything. So I benefited. So because of that, I said, you know what? There's a scripture in the Bible that talks about after you have been restored, after you have been taught, after you have been made well or empowered, you go back, sort of like Sankofa, and to help somebody else and bring them along the way. So I value mentoring so much. It's near and dear to my heart.
I like that. I like that insight. Thank you for sharing. And what about you, Thomas?
Awesome. First and foremost, I want to thank God, for allowing us to all be here in this space and
Say
allowing
that.
me to be here and walking in my purpose and on my mission for sure. I value community. I value the opportunity to create change and also be that change that I would want to see in this world.
I know that's right. I know that's right. And I mean, the mentorship of the youth is a job, it's definitely a job. For one, if you guys are parents, I'm not a parent yet, but
Me either, yeah.
I mean,
I am.
parents, they've got a tough job ahead of them. I'll be reaching out to a couple of parents I know when it's finally my time.
Right.
And so I think that's where the mentorship starts, but then they also come out into the community, and then we get to play our part as community leaders and members. I mean, just anybody, a lot of people, they feel a little nervous of calling themselves a leader, but I mean, honestly, it doesn't take much, it really doesn't take much. So yeah, let's get into it a little bit. Marilyn, why don't you tell us a little bit about your mentoring on wheels, your mentorship on wheels program? We've got the flyer up here to show the
Okay.
folks as well while you go along and talk about it. But how did it start? How did it come about? You've been doing this for some time now.
Okay, so first of all, I am the founder of Women Against Violence Everywhere, which is a coalition of women-led organizations whose primary goal is to help reduce youth violence here in the city of Buffalo. And we do that by way of mentoring programs, events, and activities. And so of all the things that we created, I said, I am an avid roller skater, right? Just an avid roller skater. I love it. Like I just told you, I'm gonna be there soon, tonight probably.
All
But anyway,
right.
I'm an avid
Busy
roller
schedule.
skater, right? And so I remember how roller skating kept us off the street. Like we were at New Skateland, all these other places that we can stay all night at, and hours. We spent hours there, and we were busy and not idle to get in trouble, right? So I said, you know what? Let me try to couple that with. I went back to school and became a mental health therapist. So let me couple that with some mental health therapy. Even though skating is therapy, it does a lot for you. But we wanted to be intentional with the mental health component as well. So let me couple that together and provide it to our young people, give them free skates, and just help them stay active as well. Because we already know over the summer months, our kids nowadays, they're doing thumb exercise. They're doing games
You're
all
right
day.
about that one. Mhm.
So we're like,
That's true.
let's find an old school thing that we used to do that can help combat youth violence and get our young people active and engaged. And that's where Mentoring on Wheels came from.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing. And have you been doing the mentorship on wheels for 8 years, or is that just like a collective of other things that you've been working on since
I want to say 4 years.
starting off? So 4
So
years
4
in the
years.
making.
It was just another program that's been added to our umbrella.
That's pretty cool. Thanks for sharing. I like that. And I mean, I know you also do other things. So you got like the Hollerback Buffalo. I was going through the list like, okay, we got both of you guys. You got like multiple hats that you guys wear. And
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just thankful that we all took the time. You guys took the time to be here with me today.
Yeah,
you
no
know, I'm not
problem.
as busy as you guys, but thanks for being here.
It's all love.
And Thomas, I want to ask you too. So like we were just talking about the multiple hats, you got the cleaning business, you got the handyman business, and amongst other things, and then you still take time to mentor with the youth. I remember you telling me this has been something that's been in the making for some time, right?
Yes, ma'am. Once again, I'm Thomas Chappell, founder and president of @7 Foundation INC. We're a youth development organization based in Buffalo, focused on all of Western New York. And we're focused on mentorship, athletics, education, emotional regulation, and leadership development for the ages of 5 to 19. Our mission is to create safe spaces, opportunities, and structure for our youth while building stronger families and stronger communities. So you asked what got me into that?
Yeah, what got you started on the mentorship of the youth? I know you said that you'd be working with young men and women, but with the young men, I know that's how you started doing the Paint with a Purpose.
Yes, ma'am.
And things like that, right?
Yes. What got me on that mission was actually just seeing the disparities that they had in Buffalo, New York, in our communities, to where the youth are kind of becoming who's over them, specifically in like different athletic organizations or youth football or basketball organizations. I started off coaching, so and in me coaching, I learned the game and I learned the system and I learned how the inner workings of these systems are, and I was able to see firsthand what was needed in these systems. And I actually played youth sports since I was 6 years old. So I was one of those kids. So I seen that we needed safer spaces and better mentors to be able to lead these youth. Also, I seen that there's a lot of men that don't necessarily know how to use their hands in this generation or work on things, electrical, carpentry, painting, masonry, so on and so forth. So as me being an architect or a builder, and your words, I feel like it's personally my responsibility as a mentor, as a leader of tomorrow, to raise the next generation so we won't have the same problems as, the generations before us or my, generation of millennials are facing today. So I want to be a part of raising, better young men and better young women with different partnerships and stuff with other non-for-profits or men and women on the same mission.
Cool. And I mean, you've been connected for some time. You said that you played sports, and so you probably got that good connection in there to get with the youth really quick. Because I'm like, how do you find the kids? How do you guys both, that's the question for both of you guys. How do you go about finding the children to hop into these programs? I mean, we can see a need if we just tune into what's going on, but how do you guys go about finding the youth for the programs?
I guess I'll start first. I first started engaging youth in my church. That's probably since I was 22 years old. I was a youth leader. And so I've been building and building. I've been creating relationships with parents, young people. We've been in the community. So I think since then I built a presence on social media and have a notoriety for working with young people. So people send me kids. People, hey, you got a program going on? People, anything. They just inbox us. We get referrals. Because we're heavily connected in the community, other organizations say, hey, I know they do girls programming. This one does this. Let's call Marilyn them. So it's having, for us, a reputation. We don't have to do a lot of, what's the word? We don't.
Marketing.
Marketing. They come to us. They know, right? We're listening to, although I am on Facebook. I probably do a little bit too much of that sometimes, but I do some of it with Facebook. But for the most part, we get a lot of referrals.
That's good. And I actually came across both of you guys in the community, Western New York Community Bulletin page. Shout out to Sabria.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Sabria.
Yeah. And I always go looking through that because I've been able to share things that are going on in the community that I'm doing. When I'm like, I'm bored, let me see what I can get these kids into or what I can get into. I go. And I came across both of you guys' flyers, and I'm like,
Nice.
and people already know you. Like, Buffalo's a pretty tight city,
God is good.
so like we're connected
That part.
somehow. But for me to have never really known or tuned in, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get this girl on the show. Let me get this guy on the show, and you guys know each other too. So
Thank you.
I mean, even though there's no need to market, definitely continue to put the stuff out there because
Exactly.
people like me who don't know will always find you guys.
Absolutely.
For sure. And what about you? Other than being a part of the sports and stuff, I'm sure that's probably a big way that you get your youth. How do you connect?
For one, I'm not responsible. God is responsible. So you might get tired of me saying
I
that.
hear that. I hear you.
So that's my foundation. That's what's going on. So, but me personally, I started, with sports. I know a lot of parents put their children in sports, and I'm at an early age, as myself was. So our program is 30% sports and 40% education, 20% health and wellness, and 10% just building. So our overlay for the underlay is basically to introduce it as sports, but a lot of people know with sports is 90% mental. So we're starting with that 90% mental instead of doing what some of my peers may have did and focused on that 10% physical. So just disguise it as sports. The kids is gonna come for the sports aspect, but on the back end, we build them mentally and emotionally
Kinda
before
like
we build
tricking
them physically.
Yeah, it's like tricking them
It's like
into
Minty
getting
on
it
Wheels.
together. We got you guys. You guys
Yeah.
are sneaking up on kids
yeah.
too.
But yeah,
We gotta
the
build
roller
this next
skates are the
generation the right
carrots.
way, man.
That's the
Oh, yeah, the
carrot, but
carrots
the
and
mental
sticks.
health and the life
Yeah.
skills that they get. The actual, you see, there's look cute and skate and
I
be
can pull it
bold
up
and
first.
roll, right? So the look cute, that's an acronym. Cute is for capable, unique, trustworthy, enough. So their workshops are centered around that acronym. They have workshops that tells them that they are enough, the how to be trustworthy, how to be a leader for the men in the L, determination, how brilliant they are,
Absolutely.
being optimistic. Because guess what? They need that optimism because guess what? In this
That's true.
world nowadays, the average young person don't even see past tomorrow. Some of them, right? They don't even see a future and a hope. So one of the things that they learn over there with that optimistic is to be optimistic and to learn more. Yeah.
I love the acronyms. I noticed that too. I said that is so cool. The colors definitely drew me in too. By the way, I'm like, oh my goodness, am I old enough to be a part of the program? But I'm telling you, my
You can
ankles
learn
are
to skate,
probably my ankles are a little weak. So I mean, I might need a couple. Give me the bars that people have. The bars on
We
wheels.
got one of those for you,
Yeah.
a walker.
I'll start training. But yeah, I mean, was there anything else that you wanted to pinpoint in this program? I could actually bring it back up on the screen.
No, we have a wonderful partnership with Smooth Transition, who does most of our therapeutic workshops. We have 716 Rollers who do the skate classes for us, which I am the president of that actually. But we do that part, and I'm trying to think what else. They get a dinner. They go on a field trip. Oh, so one of the things is I feel like with young people too, sometimes they don't know better or do better because they don't even see better. They don't see past Buffalo. They don't see, again, the optimists. They don't see a better world. So one of the things that they do, the culmination of this program is they're going to Atlanta this year, which is Cascade Roller Skating, which is a famous roller skating that's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah,
or what,
ATL.
ATL, there you go. So they're actually going to go skate there. That's their culmination to that program this year. And normally, if they don't go there, they'll go some other place outside of Buffalo and see how other people skate, engage with other young people at the rink, things like that. So yeah.
And is this the 6-week program with the surveys and things that you also
Yes,
were
ma'am.
speaking about?
Yep,
That's
pre and post
awesome.
tests. They get a pre-test, of course, when they come in. They get assessment when they leave out. And it's a perception of themselves, how they change, and all that amazing stuff. So, yeah, they get it's a full program, but in 6 weeks over the summer.
That's pretty cool. And a lot of people need something to get the kids into while they're still working. You know, our schedule doesn't pause during the summertime. So I know there's a lot of parents that need something that's, what's the word I'm looking for? Something good for their children to be in,
But you know what? It's actually an extension. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's an extension of the other program that's going, because we're in the evenings. So their parents can have time to themselves. They drop them off to us at 5 o'clock. We got them to 8. So that's 3 hours in the afternoon that they're there with us. So after they went to their other program, they got more time in the evening to do, roller skate and be active.
That's pretty
When
cool.
kids are down. Yep.
That's pretty cool. And then what does it look like, Thomas, what does your program look like? I know you say Pain and Purpose on Saturday, so it's mainly a Saturday thing. But what does it look like for a youth who wants to sign up? What types of things do you guys do?
All right, we have currently Pay and Purpose Saturdays is basically we had businesses and I guess just residents of the neighborhoods, homeowners, tenants apply through an application process, and we offer to do the work for free. And our give back is teaching the kids how, to paint, how to tape, how to cut the walls, so on and so forth. We have emotional regulation or anger regulation classes starting July 6th. It's an 8-week program. It'll be held on Mondays and Wednesdays at 271 Grant, which is the Push Buffalo program.
Okay.
That's one of our partnerships. And so every month we'll be doing something else to help the community. Next month will be car detailing, and I will also be every Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. And the next month after that, in August, we'll be doing lawns and grounds.
That's awesome. How do I sign up for the detailing? You caught me at detailing now.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't have a wall for paint, but listen.
We have a application process. You could email info@7foundation.org.
All right.
And once again, that's info@7foundation.org.
We will be getting this information also again towards the end of the show, just so people know how to find you guys and get the kids signed up. You guys are still taking in youth, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And we'll have a host of programs. That's just with what we're starting with, actually. We'll have a host of programs, summer programs. I remember back in the day I was able to go to, I believe, like Damon College, and we were able to stay there for a week and learn and be mentored and do sports things and eat. So we'll be introducing that back to the community. Also, as long as you fall up under a certain age bracket, I know some of our summer youth programs are being taken, so we're going to be bringing it back to where certain youth, certain age, there'll be more information on our website. We'll be able to get paid for being in our mentorship.
Let's go.
The formation of @7 Foundation, it isn't an acronym, but the 7 is a powerful number. Spiritually, 7 means completion. So @7 is at completion, and also we stand on 7 pillars. Our pillars that we stand on. Our 7 pillars are education, athletics, mentorship, mental and emotional wellness. Health and wellness, community and family engagement, and workforce and life skills. And our foundation that those pillars are on is, of course, God. So that's what we have going on. And in the future, we'll have in the near future, I'll say, because I like to speak things into existence.
I know that's right.
We'll have a facility to where we can host education and athletics up under one roof. There'll also be cafeterias to promote healthy eating.
Those kids will be hungry.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am. After school programs and so on and so forth. So this is going to be big, and this is not just for us. This is for everyone. So
I feel like we need to collaborate because we have the same vision.
Absolutely. I'm looking for that collaboration with all non-for-profits that follow our mission for sure. I even have the architect of the building already drawn up. So. I'm ready to work, I'm ready to collab, and I'm ready to make a change for sure.
Right. Let's go. I love the whole energy.
Yeah.
And Marilyn, thank you for saying that because, yes, we've got 2 leaders in the room, one mission. Why not? That's definitely.
Well, they can roller skate.
Let's go. That's athletic. Listen,
Exactly.
after like an hour on some skates, I might need to sit down. Maybe less than an hour now because it's been so long.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, while we're talking about programming, I also want to tell you guys about the Camp Peace Prince. And I do want everybody to reiterate again before I hop in, what are the age ranges of the programs that you guys have?
Oh, ours is 6 to 18. It was like 9 to 18, but we get younger kids, so we put it down. So it's like 6 to 18.
All right, and At7 Foundation INC is 5 to 19.
5 to 19. That's a pretty good age range. I mean, both you guys, awesome. The Camp Peace Prince with the Western New York Peace Center, this is going from ages 8 to 13. This year, the kids actually got to choose what theme they wanted for camp, and they chose democracy, which, I mean, honestly melts my heart that they wanted to focus on it themselves.
That's beautiful.
Giving them the chance to, make that type of decision, it just basically gives them agency, and some experience with civic engagement, conflict, peace resolution. I think it's really cool. So there will be field trips as well, some swimming, some voter registration work. There'll be, and these are our kids. They, a lot of them, 8 to 13, come on, they can't even vote yet, and they're out here trying to push to get others to vote. And I mean, kids can pull out our heartstrings. So I really have a lot of hope in this class. We are still looking for individuals to come. We actually have there is a asking price like of $100 per kid per week, but we also have a sliding scale program where you can just donate what you can, and in some cases our members do sponsor children. So I just wanted to put that out there. So I mean, we got 3 amazing programs, more than 3 honestly, that we've all named today. But I mean, this is why I brought us all here, so we can get into the nitty gritty, the real questions here. Marilyn, so you've got 8 years in this whole, probably even more, with impactful work, coming from being the founder of Stop the Violence not founder, but vice chair of Stop the Violence Coalition, excuse me. And then 4 years with the Mentorship on Wheels. Over this 8 years, you've seen and worked with our youth. What are the shifts that you see in the needs of our children here in Buffalo?
Oh my gosh. First of all, on my notes, I was going to say one thing that I know that our young people need, he also talked about it a lot too, was emotional regulation, but they need affirmation. They need so much daily affirmation, and they don't get it. Like we talked about touch points, we talked about a lot of things, but when they leave the house, there are some kids who get screamed at, cussed at, yelled at all day long, from the time they wake up to the time they leave. So as much positive affirmation as possible. They need a lot of that. They definitely need to know how to regulate their emotions. That's what this world has been going nuts up, because social media, all these other things have normalized this irrational behavior. They have normalized disrespect in public and in the homes. They normalize breaking into buildings and robbing. I mean, all this stuff is normalized on social media, and they get likes and views. They want clout. It's just so much our young people need.
I think social media makes it hard, and we kind of seen a rise in everything during COVID, right? Like that's what opened us up to how bad it was indoors sometimes,
Yes, the videos, all that just showed us. It was probably always going on, but it's now more visible now, I say, but it's been an increase with social media, right? So more safe spaces where they can share, such as this program and my program, and Girls to Women. I do that with girls year round. We start in October and go through December. So more safe spaces where they can share and all that. So yeah, that's what they need. That's the 3 things, right? They need affirmations. They need more courses on mental wellness and how to regulate their emotions, and safe spaces.
Safe spaces for sure. And I'm starting to see a lot of safe spaces emerge for the youth. There's a lot of spaces for young men and women that I'm starting to, even on social media. And I think I'll just try to do a better job of sharing those, because they do need to. Hopefully the kids are watching my page. How do you get it to them? The ones that need it, right? But thank you for that. That actually makes a lot of sense. And I see that myself. And I mean, you work directly with the children, and to notice that and be able to provide it.
I was gonna say, and with that more proactive approaches, because you already know, coming from Stop the Violence, I was on the back end. Like we were doing reactive to if someone got shot, they did this, they did that, they did, always after the fact. And what I wanted to do was like, okay, there's got to be a better way. It's got to be a better. Why can't we try and reach these kids before it get to this? And so that's why actually Women Against Violence Everywhere was actually formed, because we wanted to take a proactive approach. We wanted to get them in the younger years, the formative years, even the 8, whatever that age group you guys
Right.
have, and teaching them
8
how
to
to
13,
vote.
right,
Yes,
right.
early. You got to get them. So, yeah. Anyway, more proactive approaches.
You kind of went right into my second question
Sorry.
there. I was going to ask, what do you use from maybe the training that you took up at Stop the Violence? Do you still use that today in the work that you do now?
I do, but I was a peacemaker too. So again, end results, end products. But just thinking about some of the stuff that we endured with doing the peace rallies and doing the responding to shootings and all that, and just it filled my heart to say, okay, let me get some more trauma-informed care. Let me get, you know what I'm saying? And again, more proactive measures to stop, so we can stop the violence, right? So that's one thing I've taken with me. Just how can we just continue to just find more ways to keep from getting to this end result?
Right. I get that for sure. And Thomas, you're not so innocent over here too. I'm about to get you to hop up in there. And I think one thing that we didn't even let the people know, this is the year that you earned your 501c3 for the nonprofit that you have.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
And
ma'am.
you said it's been a couple of years in the making. How does it feel to have finally reached that part in the vision,
Yes, it has been years, just preparation. Everything is about alignment and assignment. So I kind of just been studying the game, really studying the community, studying what's needed, So I had to just reconstruct a couple things a few times, and I actually submitted in 2026. But the rest of the year has just been building, just to make sure that my board is formulated well and partnerships are established, and we also made impact in the community before actually filing any paperwork. We just wanted to let our voices be known and our faces be known. But after building for 4 years, it feels like confirmation. This wasn't overnight. This was years of vision, sacrifice, setbacks, and staying committed when things didn't make sense. Getting our 501c3 made it official, But the work started long before the paperwork for me.
Exactly.
It means, now we can scale the impact and open more doors for the youth we serve,
I like that. And how long have you been working on this vision?
Minimum 3 years. Actually, in 2021, 2021, I had a death in my family, a close death, my nephew, and it made me want to be like a better role model for my great nephew.
I'm sorry to hear about that, by the way.
It's okay. God is good, So it made me want to be a better mentor and role model for my great nephew, and it started with just that. But then I went into coaching to be closely, connected with him, and I also seen more youth that needed better mentorship and better guidance, better direction, and not only men, because we're not only serving men, we're serving, our young ladies. Our young ladies need better mentorship and better guidance as well.
That's true.
So it's just been in preparation since then, but I knew that I couldn't just jump into something. I had to, I coached with different organizations to actually learn the inner workings of the game, you know what I mean? Even, one of my programs, Pell Cartier LLC, which was established in 2021, I make uniforms for most of the youth teams in Western New York. We even made uniforms for the women's team, the Buffalo Blizzards.
Let's go.
Yes, fan merch and, merch for, team merch and stuff like that. So, I just been trying to be in the inner workings of everything, talking to the presidents, talking to the commissioners, talking to everybody just to get a feel for the game. So it might have been seeming like I was out there coaching, but I was out there learning.
You was out there building a vision.
That's right.
Getting to it.
That's right.
You said two things in that really stuck out to me. first it was, how you said that you went to the community before you even started putting anything on paper. And I remember when I first got into like leadership training, and I'm like, well, this is what I want to do. Let's just go out there and do it. Like, let's off of I, right? And they were like, wait. We got to go talk to the people first.
Right.
We got to go see what the people want. It's not just about, and I mean, we are a community. I am community too. And I can find people that want to plant trees like me, but because that's what it was. I was so crazy about the trees on the east side. But they taught me, and I did it. I did leadership training at Open Buffalo, and I totally recommend it for anybody. Every year they take on applicants and things, but they taught me that you don't just go out there and start stomping on stuff. Not that that's what I wanted to do, but you get it. Like, you go out there and you talk to the people who are there
you have to
before
build.
you come and
start
take
with,
over.
Start with one brick.
Yeah, because the people here need something. They want to communicate.
Yeah.
And I love that seemed to be natural to you.
Yeah.
You also said something about your nieces and nephews, or your little cousins, your family, right? And one thing about doing work in a community, I always feel like if I can't help out my own, then am I really creating change? How real is it if I can't change or help to guide or mentor my own? And how do I know if it's working? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love my own, and I love to help out my own, but my mission is to help out, the world, not just, I have selflessness, so my mission isn't just to help out my own, but that was like the start of it. That was that first brick, seeing the need of my nephew, and it went on from there, from seeing what the community needed. And I had sleepless nights about this, this stuff, so, and I was once one of those kids, and I know how it felt to not, kind of have, that backing or that support or that guidance, no matter what background you come from. So I just want to be a part of that change that, that I see in this world, for sure.
Right. I want to ask you, as it pertains to the Paint with a Purpose and the youth work that you've been doing, what happens to a young man's perspective during this type of dynamic of the painting and, being introduced to community and actually helping people out who need it, the homeowners who you're doing a service for them. They don't have to pay for this work, just provide the materials, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people who could use that. Houses are expensive, and sometimes people don't have time to get to those projects. And so to have you come around with a couple of youth from the neighborhood to help out, what does that type of thing, how does that impact the youth that you bring around?
Yes. Well, first, before I answer that, I have Divine Services, LLC, to where it's a handyman business. So I kind of know, as you speak of, with the homeowners and, people of the community were facing. So I knew that this would be great to tackle. So it was like killing two birds with one stone. It was helping our homeowners and tenants of the community, and also local non-for-profits via the PUSH program. And we'll be doing a daycare this Saturday. And I also knew the disparities with the young men, not, physically knowing how to use their hands and stuff like that. So I wanted to push that. But with our young men and women, it changes everything. A lot of our youth grow up disconnected from elders and the wisdom they carry, So when you put them together, serving side by side, they begin to see life differently. They learn patience, they learn responsibility, they learn respect, and they learn the importance of community. The seniors feel seen, and the youth feel needed, and I feel like that's powerful. So if a young man could watch a man be a man, not just any man, but a man with purpose, a man with that foundation,
man of faith.
A man that's led by God, or a woman led by God, or a woman with that proper foundation, I feel like that changes the narrative and that changes the focus. So that's what, God planted me here for, to change the narrative and change the focus and to plant seeds, and eventually they will grow.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the youth. I'm excited for the homeowners. I'm excited for you getting all of this stuff on. I'm excited for you, Marilyn, as well. You also mentioned something earlier where you said during the 6 weeks There will be like, surveys given to the children where they get to kind of from the beginning to the end, what are changes? Do you ever witness these changes on these children? I'm pretty sure there's got to be something powerful to witness.
We have so much. I think I want to even say last year, this parent made us all cry because she came back and she says, you all just don't know the 6 weeks with especially the needs assessment that we did and the image assessment that we did on a young person, along with supplying meals. Like we cook, like it's an evening, so they get some spaghetti, they'll have some lasagna, they have good stuff, good meals. So she was talking about the meals, she was talking about the needs assessment and how her daughter was so shy, and she was real shy, wouldn't do nothing. By the time she ended the program, she was very more vocal, interactive. She had a love of roller skating. In fact, I still have her over through the fall with me, like doing other classes and things like that. So when the parent came back and said that, and the young people, the smile from just enjoying roller skating and something that they never thought that they would like, that was just amazing. When you talked about, and he talked about, it's a couple of things, but when you talked about going to the community and finding out what they need, that's one thing we definitely do from the beginning is a needs assessment, because guess what? Kids don't even want to know what you know until they know that you care, right? That's the first thing. They want to know that you care. They want to know that you understand their needs, or even families, right? That's one reason why I think they gravitate to us. There can be a ton of programs out there, ton of them. But kids, they identify in people with a person, sometimes a personality, and sometimes just knowing that you care about them, whether you get to young people or even reach to young people.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
You said a thing right
Absolutely.
there.
That's part, that's
Right.
it right there.
Because I'm like, I got a lot of knowledge. I'm just waiting on somebody to ask me. I don't want to push it on a kid, because they might not even, one ear out the other. I don't even know you, but that makes so much sense. They want to feel seen. They want to feel
Yep.
understood before they
Absolutely.
even start to listen to what you got. Because everybody's probably trying to tell them, go here, go
Yes.
there. You need to be doing this.
Yes, exactly.
I need to go through that type of training. So many different types of leadership trainings there is. It's always continual.
Yes.
It's like one of those things when you have that type of degree that you got to renew yearly or bi-yearly. Like,
It's training.
yeah,
It's like upgraded. Samsung 25, now you got to get leadership
Yeah.
2.5, 2.3.
the youth are changing.
It goes up tremendously, right? You got to change and know how to reach our young people. I know that at Girls to Women, I do another program called Girls to Women at my church. I think I explained to you that it starts October, it ends in the fall. And one of the things what he was talking about is sort of like the intergenerational leadership. That's what we're doing as well. So we have something called the Titus II Woman Workshop, where the older women teach the younger women. So they come together, the same questions are asked of both parties to see how they view it and how they view it. Because you already know it's seen
like
through
that.
two different lenses, right? And so they learn from each other, they grow it. It's just amazing.
Yes.
It sounds
Intergenerational.
interesting.
More of that.
Intergenerational. That's the key. That's
I want to
right.
come sit in class.
Yeah. Come on, you
I
can.
mean, it sounds so cool.
You're welcome.
I love doing self work and like all the personality tests I've taken. I'm always looking for a young person who is that like in tune with themselves or wants to know, because I always tell people the best thing that you can give me is knowing what you want to do, because I got a lot of resources. I can push you in whatever direction you tell me you want to go.
Yep.
But there's a lot, I think there's an issue where a lot of people don't know themselves yet. And that's a tough place to
pull
be.
it out as mentors.
Yeah. I would like to learn a little bit about those skills on how to pull something like that out of the youth, because it's important to figure it out. You have to know who you are before they tell you who you are.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's just exposure. Because kids, you'll say, oh, you want to go? I don't want to do that. They don't know. Sometimes you got, look, come on, you're going XYZ. I had a young lady, she was a cutter. She had issues at home, a couple other things, and she just had really low self-esteem. That was just the root of it all. And I found out she could sing. Oh my gosh, we found out she couldn't sing. I have programs, so I put her on it. Song. What a confidence! When I say the turnaround for this young lady was amazing, just taking her, putting her in a place and space that she was comfortable in, improving her self-esteem, her self-worth. It worked wonders. Sometimes you just got to expose them. and put them in the hot seat
Yeah.
without
that horizon.
traumatizing them too
That's
much.
true.
There you go.
Yeah.
No,
Good
that's
word.
that's cool. I mean, we are in the discussion
Yeah.
open part. So I mean, just whatever comes to you. I'm thinking a lot over here. First of all, I mean, one thing I didn't land on, which is random, but my mom used to take us to Skateland every other weekend, and
Yes, ma'am.
super random because I just wanted to say how I'm always jealous every time we go. People hit the floor and they know exactly what they're doing, right?
That's what she does. Yeah.
Every time I went, no matter if we went for 2 months straight every other weekend, every time I went, it's like brand new. I feel like Bambi on the floor. Okay,
Yeah.
so like to keep the skills, I don't know how you guys do it. I'm gonna bust something.
No, come on out. I got Tuesdays learning to skate for adults, so you can come hang out with us.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. And I mean, where are you guys skating at?
And Rainbow Rink in North Tonawanda.
Okay, because I know they've since closed down Skateland. New Skateland's been closed for a long time.
Yes.
I always put the
ma'am.
new one there. You
That's
know?
another
Yeah.
investment. I'm looking for investors. Skating rink, y'all out there. That's another place, a safe haven for young people that they just don't have a lot of these places anymore. And with I won't say with Chat GBT and all these other places, people are creating all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Again, the connection is a whole nother ball. You can create whatever you want, but you definitely got to work on how to reach them, how leadership, their style, all of that. You just got to do a little bit more than just
And it happens
putting
to
on
be in one of
paper.
those communities that need it too.
Yeah, there you go. And that part too.
Right.
A place
There's a
that
lot
need
of
it.
people that refuse to leave the east side with their program, and I like that. I mean, not that you can't go to the west side or whatever, but we know what we're up against when it comes to the east side.
I started on the west side.
And I'm glad you came on over.
I was on the west side with Bob Kubler. He is the person who gave me an opportunity. It was a language barrier issue. There were a couple of issues I had with that, but the love was right. Everything else was the same. And they grabbed. He'll tell you, the African, Puerto Rican, it didn't matter. They saw our hearts was in the right place. We were doing a program called Pretty as a Daisy Mentoring. Ms. Vicky can tell you all about that. Very successful program. Life skills, conflict resolution, positive decision making, self-esteem, self-worth. Those were the pillars of those programs. And it was another year-long program, but it was just the language barriers at a point was an issue until we start showing up, being consistent, because people come and go. That's another thing. Consistency if you want to reach the young people, because if you're not, they don't even take you seriously. You got to show up. You got to show up. So as we continue to show up and we talk with them through food and conversation and all that, we were able to help transform the west side with some of those girls who were having difficulty over there.
That's awesome. And at 4 years coming, going into 5.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Let's go.
Well, actually, 2012 was when Women Against Violence Everywhere started. So what's that? That's more than that, right?
That's about 4. You said 2000.
2012.
2012.
12, yeah.
Oh, I'm tripping.
When you said that, I was like, wait a minute, we've
that's
been
about-
around. I left Stop the
That's
Violence in
14, almost
2011.
14 years.
Yeah, I left Stop the Violence in 2011. Said I wanted to focus on the girls. That's when they was doing all those fight videos. They were very prevalent. And I'm like, oh no, we gotta work with these girls. They lose their minds. So we broke away then. So we've been doing that, 14, 15 years.
14
now.
years, yep.
And
That's
just been
a long time.
amazingly
That's
growing.
amazing. Let me scratch that 8 years out of
Yeah,
here.
wait, I
because
was like,
what-
where'd she get that from?
You've been doing
Wow,
this
God.
for a long time. You told
Thankfully,
me,
with the help of
but
the Lord.
I think it was probably for one
Mentoring
one
on Wheels.
program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a locked up prison prevention program. We have a youth entrepreneurship showcase program. We got the roller skating program. Oh my gosh, we have hot dogs and huggies outreach. We got a ton of things.
It's something for everybody out here.
Yes.
It's like grab a passion and get with it.
Hello.
Because we need people.
We need
Need 'em
people.
more.
We need people. Because when we were growing up, it was a lot more programs going on. And I know with my generation, the millennials, a lot of us are sitting around and waiting to wait. And I think a lot of us aren't realizing a lot of those people are either too elderly to do the programs or they may be deceased now,
We are the
unfortunately.
ones we've been
So
waiting
it's
for.
our responsibility
'Cause I'm the
to
oldie.
take charge, So it's, no.
Like I'm on my way out. It's y'all.
Yeah, it's
Come on
our
up, people.
responsibility to lead this charge. We can't sit around and wait. Nobody coming to save us. We have to save this. We have to save this next generation.
That's
for sure.
true. I love that you brought that up because that was something I took note in while I was looking at your flyer for Paint with Purpose. It's our responsibility to change these boys into men.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
like that. And then the same goes for the whole community. Our women and
Yes,
our
ma'am.
children, our even adults. Because it really clicked one point in life growing up, like, oh, my mom's still learning. She's still learning too. She didn't know
Yeah.
everything.
Right?
Like,
No
we're
manual.
learning together.
Yeah.
And it's always a process. Age really is nothing but a number. You could be
Right.
30
Literally.
learning what a 20-year-old learned, or you could, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa.
So true.
I like to think of life like that. Like, maybe in my mind, there's different stages of life that we may most of the time all encounter, but it may be at different times.
Sure.
Like, you know, with motherhood as an example, you may encounter motherhood younger or older.
I was
You know,
18.
some people may never, but you know, in taking care of the nieces, the nephews, the cousins, the
Right.
nurturing,
Right.
it's just a chapter
Oh.
that you can't really put a time on.
Absolutely not. And that's my thought process going into that, mentoring these kids, because eventually I'm going to be, you know, too elderly to do it. So I have to raise the next generation of young women and men that can take over even my program or other programs. So I think if you start with the end in mind, your mission and your steps are just a little bit different.
Right, we have to remember that eventually we got to pass the torch,
Exactly.
and hopefully that torch is lit when we're passing it.
It's
you
going to be
know?
lit.
It's lit.
It's
I
going to
got
be
an
on
amazing
fire.
mentee.
Yeah.
I mentee, but I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I know you probably like, you do all this? Yep. She be going, though. She be going. I said, I
God
gotta give
got
her a
you.
break. I gotta give
Yeah.
her a break.
I
though.
love
she
that.
can't be running like me. She young. She got stuff to do. But yeah, she be on. So I got my predecessor, and I'm 58. So I said when I retire from work, I'm definitely gonna slow down. But I do have people that I'm raising up in place because the work has to continue, right?
Absolutely.
That's true.
I don't want none of the programs to die. I just don't.
Absolutely.
True. I'm probably somewhere in the middle. Like, I would like to find a mentee, but I also need a mentor because I'm going somewhere. You know, I just need a little bit of vision help on the way.
I got
I
you.
like that.
You,
Go ahead.
got you.
you have a mentor.
Listen, I got you.
He waiting on you too.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
That's right.
Is it you, Thomas?
It's God.
I knew
honestly.
it.
Yeah.
No, I'm feeling it. So we're going to be wrapping up in the next few minutes. Let's just one more time reiterate programming. Thomas, I already got yours up here too, so let me just bring it back up. Paint with a Purpose.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the information, you guys. Let them know how to get in touch with you, where to find the application, all the good things.
Yes, ma'am. If you guys are looking for an application for Paint at Purpose or Paint Purpose Saturdays, or we'll just call it Purpose Saturdays, you can email us at info@7foundation.org. Once again, that's info@7foundation.org. And once again, we'll have emotional regulation classes and a host of other things coming up. Can I just reiterate some information?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, awesome. Once again, guys, with Inspire at 7, at 7 was born out of seeing what our youth lacked: structure, mentorship, opportunities, and safe spaces. So us at 7 Foundation, we wanted to build something that attacks the root, not just reacts to the problem. And it's called at 7 because of our 7 pillars: mentorship, education, athletics, emotional wellness, leadership, life skills, and community engagement. Everything we do falls under those pillars. And once again, our foundation is God. All right? What's next for the At 7 Foundation? What's next is expansion. We're launching anger regulation classes. They'll be starting July 6th, and that will be an 8-week program. Two classes a week, Mondays and Wednesdays, from 10 a.m. to 12:30, held at 271 Grant Street. So you could get applications for that program also through the email. Sports programming, mentorship camps, and growing partnerships with schools and organizations. Our long-term is the vision of an indoor facility where youth can have everything under one roof: sports, education, mentorship, and wellness. And once again, guys listening, we are a 501c3. We are a 501c3, and it was filed up under 1023. So there's no limitations to what we can do here, guys. There's no limitations at all.
Say that.
And our purpose and our activities are structured exactly for what's going on. So you guys have no worries. let's all build. Let's all work together and create a change.
Let's do it. Thank you. Thank you for giving us that recap again. And then, Marilyn, would you mind sharing with us again the program here, the Mentoring on Wheels?
Oh, sure. Mentoring on Wheels with the subtitle of Look Cute and Skate for Our Girls and Be Bold and Enroll for Our Young Men, Young People 6 to 18 years old. You can email us at wavebuffalo1, that's WAVE, Buffalo, the number 1, at gmail.com, or you can even call 716-848-0515 for more information. And I do too also want to reiterate, because I've learned lingo and I've learned and without having to put the Lord on the back burner, it is a faith-based program. All of our programming is faith-based, just so that they know that is our foundation. And then they get wonderful therapeutic services, life skills workshops, great meals, a pair of free roller skates, and some wonderful group mentoring and individual mentoring all over the summer while keeping them active.
I love that. You like, just to let y'all know, this is faith-based.
It is.
We believe in the Lord around here.
That's right.
I like that.
That's good.
I got to run back the Western New York Peace Center's program as well. Camp Peace Prince. Let me bring that up on a screen for you guys viewing. So, Camp Peace Prince will be running from July 20th through 24th, and the second week is July 27th through the 31st. This is a Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. through to 3 p.m., and it will be held at Lincoln Memorial United Methodist Church at 641 Maston Avenue. If you would like to sign your child up, ages 8 to 13, you can always reach out to us at office@wnypeace.org. You can also give us a call if you like, 716-332-3904. This year's theme is democracy. Our children came up with that on their own. So powerful. There will be games, art projects, music, swimming, field trips, just fun, civic participation, community and social change, advocacy, and voting. So there you guys have it.
Awesome sauce.
We got a lot.
go.
One second, I got you. We got nothing but stuff for the youth to do,
Right.
period, over the next couple of weeks or over the summer. I know that the parents may need a little bit of free time. Go ahead and get those kids signed up on something that's going to get them started.
That's
And
right.
did you have something to share with us, Thomas?
Yes, ma'am. With Independence Day right around the corner, this isn't a part of At 7 Foundation Incorporated, but I do also have Fortis Habitat LLC, to where we offer shared living and structured living for veterans and working adults.
That's really awesome.
You guys,
All right.
Thank you for your service.
That's
Yeah.
yes, ma'am. You guys can learn more information and even apply at fortishabitat.org. Once again, that's fortishabitat.org. Or you can email us at info@fortishabitat.org to learn more about the program. We'll actually have a house opening up July 15th.
Awesome.
So all of my veterans and working adults,
Love it.
I think you guys will love this program and want to be a part of it for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Guys, we got amazing stuff out here. We just talked about 4 or 5 plus different programs to get the
Okay.
kids involved in. Anger management classes, hands-on work. We got skates and mentoring. We got all type of stuff going on out here for boys and girls. I know ours start from age 8. A lot of people need something for their children to do. I just can't stress that enough. So please reach out. Is this programming free?
Oh, free. All free.
Programming free, you
Free.
know?
$3.99.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for coming
Thank you
out
for
once
having
again.
us.
We're just going to go ahead and close out the show. This has been Talking Peace with the Western New York Peace Center. Your host, LaDeja Williams. Marilyn and Thomas has come to chill with us today. You guys tune in, let the people know, and have a good one.
Let's
Let's make a change.